All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Extra Pass Podcast. My name's Aaron. I'm your host, and today I'm joined by my two, I would say, best friends, Preston and Nick. Fellas, what's good?
What's up?
What's good?
No. Dude, chill.
Don't
press.
Chill.
Chill.
Talking to the mic more, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, on today's
Whoa.
what? It's recording still.
You cutting that out or no?
No.
Oh, you're tripping.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Nah, Preston's tripping. All right, so on the agenda today, man, we were supposed to have my brother on, but he's late. He's at work late, so he'll be on here maybe at the end of this or another episode because he has some pretty crazy takes about the Warriors winning the championship in his top 10. So our agendas today are finals recap. We have a Warriors fan here, and we also have a pretty big NBA fan that wants to rant about something he's been.
Why don't you say my team, the Houston Rockets?
Okay, bro.
Stop
acting
embarrassing.
like that, man. Okay, you got you have the draft in a few days.
Yeah, I'm
That's,
excited.
that's your championship, man.
What is the draft?
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get that off, man. Trying to get that off of work. So then we have the Drake album review. Honestly, never mind. There's pretty controversial takes about it. So then lastly, we have our NBA top 10 all time, which is a controversy in itself. So before we start all that, I have a question I want to ask you guys. But before I want to ask the question, I have a story about my brother the other night. So it was, what was that, Saturday night? I go to bed after a good session of rec on the Xbox with Preston and Nick, and I don't know who else was playing. Go to bed around 2:30. Then around, I'd say 4:30, I open my eyes, and I can't move.
What do you mean?
What
do you mean by that?
I couldn't move, man. I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? I was like, am I in a dream? I just feel someone breathing on me. I was
Andrew?
like, what? I turned, I go, Andrew, get the fuck off of me. He was in my bed. I was like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, you're in my bed. Go to your fucking room right now. He's like, oh shit. Then he just got up and ran to his room. So I don't know if he wanted me to tell everybody that, but I did. It's my podcast. I can do what I want. If he wants to expose me, too bad. Make your own podcast. So my question, if you guys listened to the first podcast, was what was like your favorite moment as a player and your favorite moment as a fan? Somebody go first. Whoever wants to.
You want to go? You want me to
first? Is this like any games?
Well, you told me like it doesn't have to be a fan of like the sports team. It could be like a fan of like a Fire game 7 2016. Like it was just like, oh shit. Or like the
Any sports?
Any sports. Like the playoff games this year were pretty fire. NFL, we were watching those.
The NFL games are crazy.
So whatever.
Might have been the best postseason I've ever witnessed.
What about your half court shot, man? Tell us about it.
That had to be my best moment.
I don't want to hear about it.
You don't want to hear about it?
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I remember what year middle school was, but I remember I was so excited during that game, and I was playing pretty good, and then I hit a half-court shot to beat the buzzer. It wasn't the end of the game or nothing, but
Ryan's gym?
it was like the end of the
halftime?
second. It was halftime.
Ryan's gym?
It was Ryan's gym, actually.
Everyone.
Did they hype
nuts?
you up or what?
I was hyped. I
You
don't
were-
remember about anybody else, but I was excited.
People were definitely
I never done something like that in my life.
That's
I was
fire.
surprised.
That's fire.
Go ahead.
All right.
I mean, it could be like when we play basketball or like from like way back when, like you'd be going off in basketball at the park, even on the sprained ankle.
I think my favorite has to be like 8th grade year when we were playing flag football.
Oh, you guys were
We
raw.
had a phenomenal year. We only lost one game. We lost to St. Anthony's in the season, and then we went to the championship. Right, so it was championship game. We're playing them again. We beat every other team. We couldn't beat them though, so we were playing them in the championship. And I think we started with the ball. We turned it over or whatever, and then they had the ball, and they like whoever gets it, I think it was Luch. He gets it. He's freaking looking right. He's looking. I'm in the middle of the field. I'm safety, and somebody goes like deep behind me, and I see him throw it. He chucks it, and I jump up and I catch it, and like everybody's at like, I think they give me like right there when I catch it. I come down, they get my flag, but then I go out of bounds, and everybody's like, bro, what just happened? Did you just catch that? They're like, that was the best catch I've ever seen.
Damn. Yeah, shout out that St. Helens team.
Yeah, I was at the game, but
do you remember
I wasn't
that?
playing, you know.
Do you remember that?
That wasn't my sport. I do remember that.
You played flag football?
Was it crazy?
I did. I didn't really play, but I was.
No, you played. I remember.
I was on the team.
What'd you play, like corner?
I played like somewhere on defense.
You had like
I don't know.
99 SWAT. You're just swatting everything.
Yeah, I would never.
He wouldn't go for the catch. He wouldn't go for the catch.
What about Christian making this case for Defensive Player of the Year?
In what?
That's
flag football. If you're
that was never the case. I don't know why he thinks that was true, but
nah,
it is what it is.
He's gonna hear this.
Shout out the
That's
boy.
fine,
Shout out the gang.
Shout out Christian, man.
Shout out Christian. Shout out Roberto. Shout out
all those
Bob,
guys.
Jay, Marcus, Marco,
and of course
Smitty.
Smith was on the
boy.
he was on St. Anthony's.
No,
I'm not sure.
He's one
No,
of those.
Smith's just the boy though.
He's undefeated against you guys. That's
I don't
tough.
think he was on that team.
I honestly don't remember much of Smith in those years.
Okay, so then as a fan, what was like some craziness, man? As a fan, like.
It's for mine. I'll go first.
What do you mean?
I don't know if he has one. For mine, as
a
a fan, it has to be because I'm a Warriors fan, and I got tickets to a game, and I sat courtside. That was probably the craziest experience ever because it was
you remember who they played?
They played Miami, and it was D-Wade's last season, so it was like a farewell thing and everything. It was crazy.
That is
and
pretty
KD was on the team. And my brother Alec, he got a high five KD. That was like his favorite player ever.
He really touched KD?
He touched KD's hand. He touched KD, Draymond. I don't think he got Curry or Clay because they like ran in hella fast into the halftime. But KD, we were like 3 seats up, and we were pretty high. Like, and freaking Boogie was on the team. Boogie was like just as tall as us, and KD, when he went through like the tunnel, he didn't even have to like reach that high. He just like touched his hand like barely. He's a freak.
That's crazy because like. A moment like that will never happen ever again.
I was like shaking.
KD never on the Warriors again.
I was trying to I was recording Curry in the warm-ups, and I was like shaking because it was like I was so close to him.
That's actually
it's a real moment.
It was so cool.
What about you? I mean,
you know, it has to be the Super Bowl. Eagles.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Probably one of the best Super Bowls of all time.
Where were you?
I was just at my grandma's house, I think. I don't know. But I remember I was right when we won when
screaming.
What was it?
You always be screaming.
Tom Brady threw like a Hail Mary to like Julian Edelman, and then it touched the ground. That moment before, I thought he was catching it. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been so mad if that happened. You know?
Yeah. But
that's like once in a lifetime.
That is once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
Beat the GOAT.
Beat the GOAT. Not many teams can say that. Not many people can say that.
Yeah, not too many. Eli and Foles.
Yep. Not
even Mahomes. He couldn't even do it. So, dang, that's some pretty good stories. That's pretty good. Maybe I was thinking maybe you saw the Rockets play live against the Kings. No?
That would not be on there, actually.
That was funny.
But the stadium's cool, but it's like...
The game was an L.
Yeah.
It was just W because the tickets were cheap. And
the seats were good. Jalen went off that game, too.
He got like a pretty good like an offensive rebound. That was pretty crucial. De'Aaron Fox got ejected.
I wish Halliburton was playing.
Did he not play?
Halliburton wasn't playing.
They had like a video of him and everything in the beginning. He just wasn't playing.
That was tough. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty good. So
remember I got booed when I went into the gift shop. I was wearing a Rockets shirt. The lady was like, "Everybody boo this man."
No, I remember that lady was weird. She was like yelling. She's like, "We got a Rockets fan." I was
just
like,
expose them like that.
She was like, "Boo this guy." No, everybody was quiet.
They're not even Kings fans. They was going there. They probably got paid to go there.
Like, bro, I'm just trying to watch the game.
Weak ass team.
Good tickets for the good seats.
Yeah, facts. So NBA Finals, Warriors in 6. Good series. You've been wanting to say something about this, man. Get it off your chest. Preston, go ahead.
From the get-go, I was Celtics all the way, you know.
From when? What do you mean the get-go?
From
before the
Game 7.
Before the season?
Yep. Before the season?
Not before the season.
After Game 7.
After Game 7 Heat, that's who I picked to win.
You wanted to bet me, and I should have bet you.
You should have. You really should have. I don't know why you didn't, to be honest.
Because I lost you that game 7, $10, and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. So, what are your thoughts? How was
My
this?
thoughts on the series, or
Yeah, how was the series overall?
it was kind of mid, if I'm being honest, compared to
Mid?
other finals.
Worse
'Cause
than
it was-
last year?
No, not even close to worse. No, I thought last year's was worse. I mean, better than this
last
one.
year's
Yeah.
was better.
It had to be,
Last year's was better.
because there was like actually like clutch moments and like
Competitive games.
clips, you know.
Last year's was
that
crazy.
You, show,
it was
you,
intense.
you see on
yeah.
Twitter, you know.
You didn't know like who was gonna win.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
last
that was,
year.
and it was like 2 teams that haven't been there before. That was actually
Mhm.
pretty fire. So,
that was great to
Like
see.
somebody was gonna get praised, like either Book or Giannis.
facts. So, then as a Warriors fan, congratulations. What do you got to say? Without KD, with KD, before KD, after KD?
FKD.
FKD, damn.
That's crazy. He helped you win those 2 finals, but it
but
is what it is, man.
Then he was talking like, "Oh, you guys can't do this without me," and they did it without him.
That
I
is
was
true.
kind of like, yeah, fuck KD too.
And
I
look
think-
where he's been
I think
since.
they
Yeah,
doubted
facts.
Wiggins.
And now Kyrie's, he might be out
Kyrie.
of there, bro. Come
It
to
looked
LA,
bad.
man.
I don't know what happened to Brooklyn. That was
Yeah.
sad. That was a sad series. They
I
looked like
mean-
they didn't want to play together or something.
It's like crazy how KD got swept by
Tatum.
They
by
beat.
Tatum.
Yeah, they beat a lot of good teams.
Then
And then you see the comments saying Tatum's better
Tatum's the
than
GOAT.
KD, and then you see him in the finals and he
falls
just
apart.
crumbles.
I think Katie would have had a better finals.
I mean,
Definitely.
yeah, oh yeah,
And
he
Tatum.
would have. But it's kind of crazy how like in like retrospect that like KD lost to the team that the Warriors ended up beating. He couldn't get one game.
That's just crazy.
He could
And
get
he
one
left
game.
to Brooklyn to.
Mhm.
Oh man, he could have stayed on the Warriors. They could have been winning all these years, but they still won without him. So fuck him.
But
It's
back
all
to
good.
the series, like there wasn't
Yeah.
one close game really, like in the fourth quarter. It didn't go to the
Well,
final possession. That's what you want to see in the
Yeah.
finals, you know.
Mhm.
I think a lot of the games were like ended in the third
Mhm.
quarter. Like either the
Yeah,
Warriors went
yeah,
off or
yeah.
the Warriors didn't do nothing,
Mhm.
and I was like, yeah.
The biggest thing that I saw that was bad for the Celtics the whole series is the turnovers.
The last
Turnovers,
game was
double
bad.
digits every single game.
Damn.
That man Jaylen Brown did not know how to dribble. Tatum could not pass out of the double team.
Durant.
He was just both of them were
Durant.
just not comfortable. But
Yeah,
Brown
they
was a
didn't
little
look
more
comfortable.
comfortable because he was scoring more.
Mhm.
But you know,
Nah, Brown's a dog.
mhm.
He's that
Yeah,
guy.
he's
Jalen's that guy.
he's underrated. They always talk about Tatum. He's pretty good.
Mhm.
So, yeah, out of like the past like I don't know 3 or 4 years, where would you rank this?
3 or 4
Like,
years.
So
Starting from where? I need to know the start.
Warriors, Raptors, Lakers, Heat, Celtics, Suns. This.
Well, the worst one for sure is the Warriors Raptors.
Yeah.
I
And it's
mean, it
not
went
close.
6. It was pretty competitive.
That one hurt.
It was pretty competitive, but it didn't feel like the
It wasn't
Warriors had a
fair.
chance after
wasn't
KD
fair.
went down and when Clay went
Clay
down.
went down in
That just felt like the
No.
series was completely over.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of felt like that this series, but at least everybody was healthy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't
So,
like
Then the bubble.
one-sided.
Bubble was pretty.
The bubble was
bubble was
fire.
super
There were
one-sided.
some buckets. Like
Mhm.
That was peak. That
there were
was
some buckets.
something
in the
we'll
bubble.
probably never see again. But it was
The one bubble championship, LeBron James.
dude,
That's-
chill, bro.
What do you
We're
mean?
celebrating on our parade. Caruso was
Mickey Mouse
tweeting it
ring.
today, and Kuzma, we didn't get a parade.
I
man.
didn't even know that.
Come on, man, give us a parade. Even though LeBron traded all of them away,
Let GM.
come back and have a
The
parade.
GM.
Mhm.
Join the Lakers back. We need them back. So,
You guys gonna have a very tough offseason.
yeah, shut. I mean,
What do you mean?
Kyrie's coming to the Lakers.
Kyrie is not going to
Kyrie?
the
It
Lakers.
said,
I'm showing him
it
No
out.
said
way.
Knicks, Lakers,
way.
and someone else.
Clippers.
Clippers.
He's not going.
Got to
there.
be Clippers.
No, him and Braun, man. They going back together with AD. Whatever he has left. With
It'd be
this.
through sign and trade or just sign outright.
Oh, it's
sign and
he's
trade?
getting traded
Sign and
for
trade?
Westbrook.
Oh hell nah.
Yep.
Katie,
Westbrook.
Katie's not going for that. The Nets
Westbrook-
organization's not going for
That's
that.
why one Kyrie, Joe Harris for Westbrook, THG, and the first round pick in 2026. So,
I
think,
mean, I would say why would the Nets do that? But Kyrie would
They
be
have no
wanting out.
choice.
They have no choice.
and
I think they can get a better offer out there. I would assume.
you're probably right because Westbrook sucks, but him and KD.
Nah, that's a
Nah, that's
recipe
over.
of disaster again.
So, with the Celtics losing, where do you think they go from here? How do they get better? Does Tatum just have to be better? Is that the?
Well, first off, Tatum has to be better.
I-
That's
I mean,
the
they
bottom
got
line.
there. He was pretty good during like
They're gonna
the
get there,
whole playoff
like,
run, except for the
regardless.
finals. Yeah.
I mean,
But-
that's like LeBron's first finals, Kobe's first Bryant finals. That's very
Yeah.
comparable. But,
Actually, Kobe had a pretty good first finals.
He did?
Yes. He averaged probably like 25.
Okay, but efficiency wise,
I don't know, but 25.
Well, I
He was
don't-
like 21.
that's probably be seen on Twitter, like him compared to LeBron first finals, and it's very similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like he'll be back. I feel like he'll be back.
Well, he'll
He's one
definitely
of those
be back,
guys.
Yeah.
but like, I don't know, man.
I don't know if he could do it though.
Like, at what point do like, I don't know.
I don't know if
there's,
he has
like,
it in him.
Like, what if like Brown wants to do something else, or he wants to do something else?
I don't think they're gonna do
Also,
that.
when
though.
I
think
meant
they'll
when he'd
stay
be back,
together.
I didn't mean exactly be on the same team.
Oh,
Really? Oh,
That's
yeah.
not the same.
But
the same.
besides the point, for the Celtics specifically,
Hmm.
they can have some roster moves. I think
Yeah, facts.
because I feel like Smart should not be the point guard. Like that feels weird.
They need a point guard.
That feels very weird.
Bad.
They need a point guard.
Because
Yeah.
I've never seen a team
Playmaker.
crumble so much by turnovers.
Smart was
that's,
like
like,
selling
sad.
games. Like
They just-
towards the end of games, he
They don't
was
have a
selling games.
facilitator really now that I think
they
about
really
it.
don't. It's
Man.
either Town or Tatum walking up the court, just
Robert Williams, he's pretty good,
turning the
underrated.
ball over a lot.
When
I
he's
think
healthy, he's cold.
Robert
He
Williams?
might be like one of the best centers.
He could be. I think he could be a top 10
He's
center. Is he?
nasty.
I don't know if he is, but he definitely
He can be.
He's
He has
nasty.
the
He's
tools
young.
to be.
I don't know if he could dribble though.
athletic.
Can he dribble? I haven't seen him.
Robert
Like,
Williams.
Nah, not really.
I
Probably
haven't seen
not.
him like get
What
buckets.
I have seen is him make free throws. That dude can hit
he makes free throws. Yeah, he got a good shot.
That's actually pretty impressive
He
for a
did-
guy
he
who
can
doesn't
shoot.
shoot outside shots. You know?
Yeah, I've
he-
never seen him shoot a shot other than a dunk. But I mean, if you get buckets like that,
He don't shoot no jumpers.
I mean, he can make a pretty good
He's
living.
freakish athletic. Though.
So now what do the Warriors do? Do
They don't
just-
have to do nothing. Their team is set.
Do it again. That's it.
They're young guys.
Do it again.
On the rise.
Wiseman coming back.
He's
That's
he
I was
could
watching
be
his
a big
highlights.
piece. He can be a big
Dude,
piece
I was
coming.
it's
watching
gonna
his
get
highlights
disrespectful.
last night.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
He could
he's
be so
good.
nasty.
He was a number 2 pick for a reason, man. That guy is
He
good.
could do everything.
Fuck, man.
Maybe
This is-
Kuminga gets more minutes. We'll see
Oh,
if he's
Kuminga.
he's
They just
something for
have
the Warriors.
Jordan
endless amount of talent, bro. They know what to do.
Mhm.
I mean, they pick up people like Gary Payton. He just
Scary.
put him in a role, and he knows what to do,
Gary's
man.
nice.
Built through the draft, built through
Man,
just picking up waiver wire guys.
they're running it nice over there. Not like
Mhm.
the fucking Lakers. You win a championship and trade everybody you had on the championship team, bro. Oh man, so
That might go down as like one of the worst trades of all time.
what was the
Which
trade?
one?
Westbrook.
Could-
To Lakers?
Nah.
All time.
I said one of the worst.
No,
Not
all
necessarily
time.
the worst.
The fact, well,
Who'd they trade him for?
I mean, it's only been 1 year, so
Kuzma,
we don't know. But
Harold, KCP, and we just got Westbrook.
before the season, they were title favorites. You know,
Yeah,
they'll at
I
least make
guess
the
so.
finals.
but then Westbrook happened, and
He
AD
was selling
hurt.
games.
Don't
I
even make
mean,
the playoffs. Don't even make the play in.
ah,
It's the easiest to get the playoffs.
don't remind me, man. What about the Rockets?
Don't worry about the Rockets, man.
Mm.
We on the rise. We on the rise.
We
Yeah,
on
you
the
guys on
rise.
the
We on the
rise.
come up.
JG, man.
Jalen's taking over.
Give him the ball, bro.
Woods is gone though.
Oh yeah, he is gone. But
That's give more
Your
shots
best
to
players
Jalen. That's
gone.
what I
more
like.
shots to Jalen.
Yeah.
Sengun.
Sengun.
He has to be that guy.
Banchero when he gets drafted on
Sing-
Thursday.
Oh,
It's
Banchero.
Banchero, trust me.
That'd be tight. He's cold.
Yeah.
he's
He just
pretty good.
sweats.
He's. I hope he's cold.
Sweats
If
a
he's
little bit
if he's
too
not,
much.
then
He might like
we
die.
were building for a little too long.
All right. So my last question about this finals: should Tatum get this bash for this?
Nah.
No, first
Nah,
finals.
He got him there. He got him there.
Yeah.
He's had so much success for
He
like this
definitely-
early on in his career to the playoffs.
I don't think he's missed the playoffs.
Has he?
No.
No, he lost in the first round last year to the Nets.
He's still young too, isn't he? Like
the
in
Nets,
the
first
first
round.
round. How old
He dropped
is he?
50.
24.
I mean,
He's like, yeah, he's 24. Brown's
but,
25.
yeah, every year he's been pretty
Mhm.
steady, which is impressive. But yeah, I don't think he
Must
should
must feel good to be a
He's
Boston
gonna,
fan.
He's gonna get bashed though.
He's
but he don't
not staying
deserve
there
it.
forever. I
I-
can tell you that. Right
I don't think
now.
Boston's gonna bash him.
No, they
No.
won't. But
He's the one that got him there,
Yeah.
really.
facts. Him and Jalen, he was doing all right in the playoffs or what? Jalen Brown.
Yeah, he was doing good. you
Yeah, I
know?
feel like he's underrated.
Nah,
He's underrated.
He's
Get him on
nasty.
a bad team and he's godlike.
I would say that he could
He
be.
has the tendency.
I don't know if he can be a number one option, but he'll put up points.
This
that's for sure.
could
This
be a
playoffs, he proved he's like that guy. He's cold.
Yeah,
He could probably get buckets on any team.
At the end of game 6, that man was splashing threes.
Yeah, he
trying
was
to
making
get back
threes.
forward.
I was
That man
surprised.
going
I didn't know he
crazy.
could do it like that.
And he has like hops.
And like he was crossing
Yeah.
Draymond.
Because
and
I know
stuff.
one of them was gonna leave it all on the line. Like it's the last game of the
It's
finals.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying one of them, either him or Tatum.
Like if Boston won, Jalen would have got MVP.
That's what they were saying.
I
'Cause he
would.
was-
I would assume so.
He was keeping him in games. Like
Mhm.
in the beginning of the games, it was like he would have all the points and he would be holding the team. He'd be holding it down.
Well, can we really talk about Draymond these finals?
I
MVP.
mean, he has 4 rings, man.
What are you
He
gonna
does
say?
what he does.
Oh, I was gonna say the first 4 games are probably the worst games I've ever seen from Draymond
Ever?
ever.
And where'd he get him?
I don't know. There's
I
days,
mean,
Where'd he get
there's
him?
days where he was playing with G Leaguers. He couldn't do anything.
I will say he stepped up the last 2 games. I will say that he
Think
was
so?
hmm
You play good?
on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he was playing bad.
Man was
He
hitting threes.
2 threes. Yeah, he's
The
back.
last games he was playing good.
And today on the parade, he was saying, fuck everybody. He's talking to you.
I mean, whatever. Man,
And
whatever.
Ja.
Even his mom was
Glorified
confused.
Even his
role
mom.
player.
He
Glorified
was
role
talking
player.
to his mom today, talking about fuck everybody. His mom said he was a clone.
Dude scores 6 points in the finals as an average and
No,
thinks
he's-
he's nice.
Now he's been on Twitter just going at it with Ja's
Yeah.
come to the trenches.
Mhm.
We got shooters for you.
He needs to he need to take his phone away.
Sheesh.
Man's texting or he's
Man's
tweeting like
wild,
he's a
dude.
15-year-old in high school or something.
That man said he's
Thinking he's really
tweeted-
like that.
Someone tweeted him today, said, bro, your dad built you a court in your backyard. What are you talking about?
Damn.
But
Same thing with Mikey Williams. He thinks he's from the trenches.
Mikey's
Yeah.
that guy too.
but he hasn't made it yet. I
I
mean, he
mean-
still has some ways to go. But
Yeah.
That's true.
that's another topic for another podcast. So
Facts.
now we get into the GOAT. Drake.
Goat. Oh
Honestly,
shit.
never mind. After the Warriors, or before the game, he puts on Instagram, "Oh, I'm dropping an album tonight." I was like, "Oh,
That shit was nuts.
I was like, fuck." I was like, "Bro, I gotta get off of work early. I gotta do everything, bro." So then the Warriors win. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." 9:00 comes out. We're watching Los Polos stream, the music reaction, and first thoughts, I was like, "This shit is ass."
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
like, what were your the singing, like weird beats?
It was just not for
Auto-tune?
me. I just feel like it was not for me.
Not for you.
Uh-huh.
Have you listened to it yet?
I like it. Yeah.
Facts. Like I listened to it the first time, I was like, "Nah, this is weird,"
Mhm.
because I was expecting rap, but didn't kind of listen to it like, I don't know, driving at night. At night, some of the songs hit different at night, in a good way and a bad way. But
I would say it's for me. It's mostly just background music.
facts.
Mostly.
I mean, like you said, you were playing 2K that night. You're like, bro, this album isn't playing the whole night.
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't
even
even
know.
notice. I was just grooving low key.
But like, yeah, I just listened to it still, and it's pretty good. I'd probably still say it's probably my least favorite Drake album out of his discography.
What would you rate it though?
Like I had
Not out of his albums, but just as an album as a whole. Like, what would you say?
What would you rate it
I
out
gave
of
it a
10?
6.
A 6?
Yeah, but I wrote these notes like 2 days ago.
I'll give you a step lower. I give it a 5.
That's not even that bad, but for Drake, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's very bad. That man surprised his worst album. You know.
Facts. I mean, so far, I mean, you still could like you can start
Mhm.
liking it more.
Yeah.
So, but I said I liked 7 out of 13 songs
7 out of 13.
so far. I mean, this was 2 days ago. Sticky was fire. Jimmy Cooks with 21 Savage.
R.I.P.
I
Key.
mean, Keith, yeah, R.I.P. to him.
R.P. Key, what do you mean?
Yeah, he
He
said it in the
says
song.
Which one?
I don't know, Sticky or something.
Nice. No, it's the one with 21.
Oh yeah,
No,
Jimmy
but
Jimmy
R.P.
Cooks.
him though for real.
Yeah. So then
R.I.P.
then Liability. That's my favorite song.
I like Tom.
He's talking about she did a step back on me. She did the hard on me.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like-
the bar. That's
I
a
was
bar.
like, damn. He's talking like in a weird slow voice. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
What'd you say yours favorite, Nick?
My favorite song
Yeah.
off of it.
Jimmy Cooks.
Let me see real quick.
What about you? What do you like?
I gotta go with Flight's Book to be honest.
See,
Or-
like I don't.
Or what is it called? Jimmy's Cook? What is
Yeah,
it?
with 21 Savage.
Yeah, it's either that one or Flight's Book.
I don't know. I have a couple.
I mean, how much time does 21
couple.
Savage
It might
miss on a
be-
feature?
He don't.
He don't.
He really don't.
Especially with Drake, you just know,
Mhm.
oh shit, this. And the thing people were pissed off about, he could have made a whole album with songs like that. he just didn't. They said
Yeah.
Scary Hours 3 will come out soon. But
I think my favorite's Massive or Overdrive.
fire.
Those are cool.
So
You know what I found interesting about the album is that with Drake albums, he usually like has like different parts in the album, not like all the same thing. Like this one was all like
singing
like dance or like house music, whatever you
House
call
music.
it.
house music.
But the other albums you hear like pop, like some dance, you hear rap, you know. Like he would what do you call it?
I like how he
Like,
switched it
please
up.
different audiences, you know.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
this one I feel like a lot of people hate
like
it because that's
EDM.
not what people go for really.
EDM.
It's his first album ever like this.
Yeah, I hope
Which
it's
is-
his last as well.
Okay.
I mess with it.
Yeah, I think it's.
It's different. It's different. Like if you listen to it at a party and you're like drinking, you would like it.
I
Like trust
guess,
me.
You go to
Yes.
parties?
Like it'd go
You
hard.
know I don't go to parties.
So you'll probably never like it. I mean, I
guess, yeah.
don't go to parties. But I like it.
Just
so
just
I don't know what's going on there.
background. It's
Yeah,
background for you.
You gotta listen to the lyrics and shit like that. But I had a last question about that. What is your least favorite Drake album, if you had to say? Scorpion, More Life. I mean,
Either be this one or
no, other than this one.
oh,
Like, realistically, like this doesn't count, bro. Because this is.
it would have to be More Life because it's More Life is kind of like honestly never mind.
Yeah,
low key.
but there's some. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just I just don't like it as much because I'm more
Scorpion's alright.
like rap oriented, you know.
I remember when More Life came out, they were singing. People were like, "Bro, what the fuck is this?" And now this
Yeah.
is kind of just redoing it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no rap songs in this one except for one. And that More Life, it got better. This one, it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I have to say about that. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Drake's the GOAT. Would you guys agree? Something like that.
Yeah,
He's my favorite, but
Drake's good.
I don't know about the GOAT in the game, but that's another topic.
That's another podcast. Maybe with some, maybe with Smith, get his take on Drake.
Mm-hmm.
He says he likes him, so respect to that. Shout out to Smith. He'll be on here soon. Then before we have our top 10 list, I got July 3rd. Roman wants to do the chip tier list. I'm gonna order like 50 chips.
Oh shit.
And we're
You
gonna,
paying for all that
Let's
yourself?
go.
I mean,
We'll get split it.
probably. I mean, Nick wants
You
to
need
split it. We
you
know
need
you
someone
don't
to-
want to spend any money.
Present's broke.
Okay, you don't have to say that. on the pod.
Well, you-
anyways.
I mean,
You
you
need
probably
someone to
have-
go with you or
And
what?
selfish.
go where?
To get the chips? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'd be down. You
Unless
guys
you're ordering them online or
carpool
something.
or something. Yeah, maybe some chips online. Some crazy like Japanese chips or something.
Japanese chips.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something crazy, you know. But that's July 3rd. We're gonna record that. Hopefully, get it
Yeah.
out for July 4th
Let's
because
go.
you know
Oh,
that
4th?
everybody loves chips on the 4th of July.
Mhm.
What's better than chips on the 4th of July? So now we got our top 10 list. You do off the dome. I did research because I just wanted to have some accolades on there, some stats.
Mhm.
So we start from 10. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
I need to hear Preston's.
Does that mean you don't want to go first or?
So I can go first. So maybe like, so we just give all like our 10s, then,
And then
give all our
debate,
9s,
yeah.
8s, 7s.
Oh,
you wanna
that's
do
that's
that?
good. Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
that's
It's
good.
kinda
That's good.
fire.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
It should probably get debatable.
Especially if my brother was here because he was telling me stuff about his list. I was like, fuck. I was like, that would. Like
That shit would piss you off or what?
I said I wouldn't get mad, like really, but I was like, dude, you just. He was telling me yesterday, I was like, you're pissing me off, bro.
All right.
All right, so at 10, I got Larry Bird.
I
No.
forgot about Larry.
I mean, old school. People rave say he's like a top 5 player. I just don't see it. I wouldn't say he's pretty unathletic actually, but still respect. If you're in the top 10, that's still respect in my
Yeah, it
opinion.
doesn't. To me, it doesn't matter where you are on the list. It's just that you're on the list.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, top 10 player. to
if
ever
you're
touch-
11, you're shit out of luck.
yeah,
You're not getting mentioned.
no, and that's.
You got
like,
honorable mentions or no?
I mean,
don't.
I can make them up on the spot.
For real.
Spot.
Who would you say?
I mean, people would be like, "Oh, Bill Russell, 11 rings." Come on, bro.
Oh shit!
I mean, it was 6.
Bill disrespect on the.
How many
pod?
rings does he
That's
have?
So he has 11 rings, but
Jesus.
6'9".
He got more rings than
That dude was probably weighed like 180.
You're spoiling too much. You're spoiling too much.
Oh, you okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Larry Bird. I mean, 3 rings. he only played like I don't know a couple years, like 12 years or something, but 12-time All-Star, 2-time Final MVP. Had those battles with the Lakers in the 80s, so Larry Bird at 10 for me.
Remember we watched the what was it? That show on
Showtime documentary.
Yeah, that shit was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was.
But
They
the
kind
actor
of
who
portrayed him a little weird.
Yeah, they made him like a weirdo, like
Like
a outcaster or something.
Yeah. But, all right, so
Yeah.
who's next? 10. Who goes?
I'll go next.
All right.
For at 10, I got Stephen Curry, the newest addition. You know.
That's cool.
If he doesn't get that Finals
like
MVP, is he on the list?
Fuck no. anyways. But yeah, he's on the list. He had to be on the list. You know,
Respect.
after what he did this year. You know,
Impressive. He's had an impressive
Go.
career, man. Greatest shooter ever. Respecting him.
he had to be on there. He had to be.
He has to be on there.
Definitely better than these guys that were playing in the 60s. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
Big time.
He's averaging.
I'm saying that, but let's spoil my next pick. All right, go next.
Mine's gonna be kind of wild. I'm going Giannis at 10.
Oh shoot! I don't.
I'm going
Okay.
Giannis at 10.
Damn. So, my ninth is Tim Duncan.
Mhm.
5-time champion.
That's fire.
3-time MVP, greatest power forward ever. Played defense, but the thing I couldn't put him higher because I feel like he just never was really dominant. He always played with Popovich. He always played
Like
with
a
good
good
teammates.
team.
He was on a stacked team for
That's true.
I mean, but
his pretty much his whole career.
he was still good. He won. He always put up good stats. He wasn't really ever hurt. Played defense, so
Mr. Fundamental.
facts.
Facts.
Fundamental. Yep.
Go ahead.
All right, for my ninth, I got Bill Russell.
Oh God.
I know I was saying Curry's better than these guys who play in the 60s, but Bill Russell had to be above him. 11 champions.
rings.
Come on, man.
11 rings. I probably won't even mention that man either.
And also, just to spoil, I don't have Wilt Chamberlain on my list.
Oh God.
And the reason is because I looked up stats
That's
and
fine.
videos,
That's fine.
and
Videos.
what other people were saying. Bill Russell dominated Wilt Chamberlain.
no.
didn't.
No, he didn't in
The
the finals.
Celtics dominated
he
the Lakers.
didn't.
He didn't
Nah.
dominate him.
That's what they were saying.
I have
That's
Wilt's-
wrong.
I have
That's what they were
Wilt's
saying.
numbers.
That's wrong.
No. Okay. Anyways.
Go ahead, though.
All I gotta say is Bill was 6'9", like you said, going
So?
against a
He was
7-footer
6'9".
freak that was putting up 50 and 25 against bums, plumbers.
Yeah, he averaged what, like 50 a
Plumber.
season. Bill Russell was in the league.
No,
I was on
just-
him.
Trust me, he's better than Wilt.
All right.
Trust me.
I'm not trusting you.
Wanna know why?
Because I don't have Bill Russell on my list, and I have Wilt on my list.
How many teams were in the league at that time? Like 6 teams?
8.
8 teams?
Mm-hmm.
That's just not it.
Okay.
Only one 60s players on my
you're-
list. That's all I gotta
So
say.
you said that's not it. You just said he has 11 rings.
I'm just saying. I have to have one 60s. I can't just exclude all of them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he's
All
above Curry, by the way.
I know
Yeah.
we heard that.
All right, what's number 9, Nate? What's
my,
number 9?
My number 9's KD.
Two
KD.
current
Okay.
players so far. That's pretty. KD, he's on the out right now for me, like 11, 12.
Yeah, he's not in my top 10.
He's probably barely 10 for
I
me.
mean,
just 'cause
talent-wise,
he's a freak.
That's a different
Like
discussion.
what I seen him do.
talent-wise, he's probably the best scorer ever in my opinion. But
I feel like the old heads that are listening are about to be very mad at Nick's
So,
list.
old head listening, yeah, they'd be like, "Who the
My-
fuck is Giannis?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's all good.
Number 8.
so number 8, originally I had Shaq, but then I
Ooh.
came to a realization. I was like, Shaq's better than Steph Curry.
Facts.
So Steph Curry is 8 for me. He has 4 finals, final MVP, 2 MVPs, greatest shooter ever, most threes ever. But he's only an 8-time All-Star. Shaq's 15-time All-Star.
Sheesh.
I mean,
Jesus.
and he's not done yet. So he can easily jump Shaq. He can, in my opinion, he can get up to 4. That's how high Curry can get.
That's crazy.
I mean, if he wins one more ring, he has more rings than LeBron, Shaq, Bird, he would be tied with Magic more than
How
What
many does
about
Duncan
Kobe?
have?
5.
Oh, okay, never mind.
If Rayon does make that 3, he has 6. So
But I think it would have to be lower because he would have less Finals MVPs than all of them.
yeah, but still 5 championships. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I would agree.
So what do you got for
What's
8?
my 8? Gotta be Kobe Bryant. You know,
Damn.
R.I.P. Kobe. You know,
R.I.P. man.
Code.
he just.
Bean.
They always say he's a Jordan clone, You
He
know,
is.
He was.
he is.
but
Yeah.
Some say he did it better.
Mhm. I would disagree, but
You gotta trust your eyes on this man.
this is an eye test guy. This is an eye test guy.
dude.
test guy,
The way
what's
he
that?
played basketball was
Mhm.
actually insane.
Mhm.
I watched him
He was him.
day,
Kobe,
like every day.
Kobe
Oh,
had,
man.
had that dog in him.
That's back when like people would say something about like the Lakers, and I'd be
Mhm.
like in high school, and I'd actually get mad. And sometimes probably like lose sleep. I was just that big of a fan. Kobe, he's on my list. He's not 8 for me though.
He got the accolades, you know. He got the talent. It's just,
Used to be a big fan, Kobe.
of course.
Tired.
Saw some
But,
games back in the day.
To spoil like my list coming up, he had to be below Shaq. But what's your 8? Nick?
Okay.
My A is Shaq.
Shaq.
Facts. I
The
mean,
Diesel.
most dominant ever.
Hmm.
I mean-
Definitely. Just can't shoot.
He just can't
Period.
shoot, and I feel like once he fell off a cliff, he fell off pretty bad. I mean,
Probably one of the worst fall offs in this top 10.
yeah.
Let's be honest here.
But one of the highest peaks.
Yeah, definitely. Like
absolutely.
one of
Up
the
there,
most
up there,
unguardable
for
people.
sure.
The fact that he is the
Like,
only one MVP.
No man
is
on the
actually
earth can
dumb.
guard that man.
I mean, you just watch his Laker highlights. That man's pushing people over, 5 people on him. I mean, But then
you can't stop.
went to the Heat, won a ring. Then he went to like not Sacramento, Phoenix. Terrible.
There's literally nobody
It's like
built
people
like
don't
him.
even know about that.
There's nobody built like him. He's a huge.
He's one of
a
one.
kind.
Yeah, and he was like
It's like Zion if he was
Athletic.
7 foot.
Facts.
That too.
strong,
yeah.
athletic. But yeah, shout out to Shaq, man. Who I have at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 4 rings. The one with the Heat was, I wouldn't say not deserved, but he wasn't even like the second leading scorer on the team. He
That was
kinda-
D Wade, right?
D Wade, yeah, against the Mavericks. But still respect to Shaq. He went 3 in a row. That's the last people to do it. Him.
Legend.
I mean, man, that guy. You can just say you could have a debate for
He
him
knows
being the
game.
GOAT. Eye test. Oh man, that guy was crazy.
What's eye test?
Like just looking at like not stats.
You don't look at stats.
like you just
look-
watch his
watching him.
highlights.
He
you're
got that dog in him.
like,
You know?
damn, that's
Still
guy's
watching him. Just
like.
based
It's like
off
watching
like
Jalen. Watching Jalen.
What's
Yeah.
that even mean?
Watching Jalen Green.
like we didn't go off his stats. We just
Like, his
watched
stats
him.
are not
yeah,
like
we just
great.
know like he's.
We just know
He
he's
got
that
that
guy.
dog in him.
Yeah.
We know what he
The
can do,
potential.
what he's capable
Like
of.
that's like
as
with
well.
Kobe, people will be like, "Oh, he has the most missed shots ever." It's like his stats aren't that good, bro. You had to watch Kobe, bro. That's like
Game
people.
changer.
People like that play against him say, "Oh no, this guy's one of the greatest ever." And people with stats are like, "No, this guy's not even top 10," which is just ridiculous. But
Yeah.
7, go ahead.
Yeah, 7. I got Mr. Fundamental, Tim
Tim
Duncan.
Duncan. Hmm.
Like you said, greatest power forward of all time. You know,
Facts.
the great Spurs dynasty. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Timmy
how many
D.
times did he miss the playoffs? He never missed it, right?
He never missed.
He
the
never
playoffs.
missed it.
Oh,
You know how great that
crazy.
is?
That's like
That's-
20 years.
That's insane.
And the sad thing is, he just like retired or like one off season.
Mhm.
He just didn't get any like respect. This man just retired one day and just never came back. Now
He
he's
did
like,
have a little
kinda-
bit of fall off at the end, but it wasn't
I mean,
enough to.
yeah, he
Altered his
retired
career.
in 2016. He won a ring in 2014. I mean, he was still like in the playoffs, like I
Yeah.
think like against like the Thunder and shit like that. But yeah, shout out to Tim Duncan. So 7.
7. I got Curry at 7.
Mm.
Goat.
I mean, disrespect. That's respect.
You had to, Warriors fan. You had to.
He had to.
He'll probably get hired too eventually.
He'll be higher unless he
Shit,
just.
if he's your 7, he's definitely getting higher.
Well, he's getting higher. So shout out to Steph. So 6, I have Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The
my
bean.
favorite player ever. I mean, oh man, the days I would just watch us lose by 30, but he's playing. I'm like, fuck yeah. But yeah,
You ever get to see him play?
yeah, against
That's
Sacramento.
probably the best player to watch ever.
I was all the way in the nosebleeds. We sucked.
We
We had
sucked.
D'Angelo. We had Jordan Clarkson. We were down like 28. He had like 28, but he sat out the fourth quarter. He had like so many ice on his knees. This man had ice everywhere.
He would always have that like every game.
Oh man, but that's when D'Angelo hit like a and one. He started doing the hotline bling, but then we lost against Boogie and like Rondo, Seth Curry. But yeah, I saw him live.
Do you miss that type of team over like the team you got now that's just basically bought?
Sort of, but not really,
Not really
because
because of the championship.
I mean, I would just watch and be like, bruh, like we would go
lot
like
of
1-0,
Ls.
and I'd be like, dude, we're fucking making the playoffs.
Mhm.
Then we'd go on like an 18-game losing streak. And I'd be like, bro, why am I
18.
watching these games, bro? We're just getting blown out by everybody.
It's like my Rockets right now.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, winning like 30 games with like Westbrook, I mean, I have to be thankful for it because I remember those days we'd win 17 games. So yeah, I don't like those days.
Yeah, I would assume that you would like a LeBron team over the Young Bucks, right?
But the Young Bucks were fun because they'd beat the Warriors and you'd be like, oh fuck, we're gonna be fucking good.
Yeah, they were nice.
But then like
They were nice.
the best one was like what, Ingram, and he's pretty good, but the rest of them,
Fuck yeah.
I thought
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
thought
compare
they
to LeBron.
I thought they were gonna be like superstars, but no, none of them are superstars.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
comparing Ingram to like KD and shit, D'Angelo to Steph. No, not even close. So
How'd you feel about Lonzo initially?
He liked
he was
Lonzo.
tight. I
Mhm.
liked him summer league. I was like, oh, this dude, he was going off summer league.
He just had to get a shot right.
Game 1, he got bitched by Patrick Beverly. I was like,
I was
yeah.
watching that game too.
that was like
man.
one
Forgot
time.
about
I was
that.
like, dude,
Welcome to the league.
fuck Patrick Beverly, get off of him, bro. He was like pushing him over. I was like, fuck. But then, I mean, shipped his ass for fucking AD. Got us a ring. See ya. Now he has knee problems,
See ya.
and they're scared. He might not even like step on the court, bro. So yeah. So Lonzo, shout out to Lonzo. What do you got at 6?
Oh, we got 6.
Mhm.
Big Diesel, Shaq,
Shaq.
of course. I mean, we already said much about Shaq, but he just
He's
had
that
to
guy.
be
Shaq's that guy.
he just had to be above Kobe because of the more Finals MVPs.
Finals MVPs.
I
was
couldn't
more-
do that.
He was the more dominant player during
couldn't
those
do
runs,
that.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess, but
Yeah.
I feel like Kobe. I mean, you can make an argument for both. I mean,
I mean, you obviously needed both.
I
but
think maybe if Shaq had Kobe's mentality,
oh yeah,
I'd put him higher.
I just had to put him over just for that fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he was the better players on those early finals, which he was in his prime. Kobe was like 21, 22, 23, but
Mhm.
I mean, the best duo I think ever. If you guys agree or not,
Who's the comparison?
I mean, Pippen and Jordan, but
That's the only one.
yeah,
I
I
see.
mean,
I see.
people say like Katie and Steph, they're more of like a trio with Clay.
Yeah.
but
Even a quadruplet with Draymond.
Draymond
Quadruplet.
and Iggy. What do you even call that? That's the death lineup. But
What do they call that
Death
again? The Hampton Five.
the Hampton
I
Five.
didn't even come up with that.
They all flew to Hampton. Is that New York?
I
The
don't even
Hamptons,
know.
New York.
I never knew
Is
what
that a
that
city?
that nickname came from.
It's like a city in New York. It's called the Hamptons. And they all Katie lived there, and they all flew there together to recruit him.
Interesting.
That's tough.
So, all right.
You got a 6, Nick?
6, I got the Bean. I got Kobe. He has 6.
Facts. Respect. Shout out to Kobe. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Man, tough
Go.
loss. So now I have 5. I have
5. Oh shit.
Magic Johnson at 5.
Oh freak.
Fuck, 6'9".
That's super debatable.
Magic.
It's debatable.
That's debatable.
I mean, people like.
What are his accolades?
I don't know if I like that one.
What's Magic?
I mean,
What are
so
Magic?
he went to 9 finals. He retired. He was like 32 because he
9
got
finals.
AIDS, but he could have played way more.
AIDS.
Yeah, we saw that in the documentary.
We did.
Like the first scene was like him getting
Retiring.
the results, and they were saying he was
Oh.
retired.
Man, I mean, 32.
What was
that's
his
still-
reaction?
He had to do like a mandatory press conference.
He
People
was
were
like,
people. It was like national news. 'Cause
he was like depressed when.
at
Yeah,
that-
my
you know,
grandma
yeah,
knows about it.
At that time, like people like if you got AIDS, it's like GG, you're done.
Yeah.
And that man,
That man really came back.
Beat
there's
the
probably
case.
like hundred thousands of people that have died since like 1992 with AIDS, and he's just
Miracle.
still alive. I mean,
Magical.
he had the money to he's probably
That man cheated the system, low key.
yeah. I mean, he probably had the money, probably got some sort of
He
slimy
bought new insights.
medicine. But yeah, Magic
Slimy
5-time MVP. He averaged 27 and 11.
MVP.
That's pretty.
His career?
27 and 11. I mean,
okay.
12-time All-Star, 3 times Final MVP, 3-time MVP, 10-time All-NBA. I mean,
For me, it's playing every position.
yeah, but
Playing every,
people can
being
say
able to
like,
play every
I
position.
mean, his whole career he pretty much played with Kareem, which is he's lower on this list for
That's a
me,
good
and
duo.
that's just like,
I see what you did that now.
yeah, but like people like knocked that against Magic. Like he played with like a top 3 player of all time, but that wasn't his choice. I mean, he's made the best out of
It
it.
is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Magic at 5 for me. What do you got?
I got his arch nemesis, Larry Bird.
At 5?
Is that too hot?
Larry.
Is that too high?
No, some people say like Larry's like that, man.
Birdstein.
Tough shot maker. Like that man played like one game left-handed. He scored like
Mhm.
30 points or something.
Yeah.
It was
But,
almost like a myth.
That man was like just a machine on the court. He was doing everything.
Everything pass, diving for balls.
And that was
Rebound.
nice.
That's how like
Defense.
defense. Yeah, winning championships.
He's just one of those guys that just got that dog in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody you go to war with.
Mm-hmm.
That grit. That man dive on the floor. I mean, that's why I think he had like back problems, so he had to retire early. But
Played for the great Celtics franchise. You know, helped him.
some people say like the 1986 Celtics or something. That's like the best team ever. Stop it.
There's no way. There's just no way for obvious
They had like
reasons.
Parrish, McHale, like Bill Wallen on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. So, all right, this is the top 5.
5.
I mean, we got players like Braun, Jordan, Kareem. I have Wilt in there somewhere.
5. I'm gonna go Will at 5.
I mean,
Put Will at 5.
Want to know why I don't have Wilt in my top 10?
Why? Because he scored 100 points in a game.
Why?
You guys didn't ask that yet?
I forgot you said he's not in your top 10.
Oh,
That's
he's
crazy.
not in my top 10.
No, because I don't care.
There's like no footage of that 100-point game, right?
Yeah.
There's no footage, and when you watch him in those clips, like they're just walking around, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
It is the competition is not there. It's just
Yeah,
not there.
that's what makes it impressive. He dominated.
I mean, I guess if
Someone had
there was
to.
only 8 teams,
So
nah, it's just not impressive to me.
one season he averaged like
50 and like
48.5 minutes
mhm.
a game. There's only 48.
Did you know his career averages are like 48 minutes per game?
Yeah.
His whole career, he played the whole game.
Yeah.
His whole career.
Who? Will?
Wilt Chamberlain,
Yeah,
yes.
this is a 7-footer playing a whole game. That's
Nah,
tough.
it's just not that impressive to me.
People say that's like a myth. He was a myth.
Yeah,
He
he
could touch
really
the
is.
top of the backboard. He was like the best.
That's
Men-
Taller, bigger, more athletic than everybody in the league. Like that's not impressive to me.
that's.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
The people guarding him
50
were like
points.
their side gig was plumbing. You know,
Okay. But
They
that
were
lasted
definitely
all the
not
way-
plumbing.
That lasted all the way to the 90s. Plumbing gigs.
I just only have one 60s
Will
player
was sleeping
in the,
with like
in the league.
the players' wives.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, 1,000 bodies a night.
10,000 bodies, man. Who knows who he ran into?
No more Will Slaughter. Go ahead.
Did he come to Fresno?
Who?
Well,
How would I know that?
hopefully not.
Did he come to Fresno?
Oh, nah,
serious.
you're
What?
tripping.
I hope
Okay,
not.
I'm not to edit that out, but I'm not
For
going
our
to.
grandma's sake.
Okay,
Oh, no.
go ahead. Wait. Okay, so what?
We have 5 again?
He just said Will a 5.
Oh, you 4 then.
Will.
Oh, what?
30. He averaged 30, 23, and 4. 30
I don't care.
and
I don't care.
23.
What's
I
a
mean,
legend?
come on, bruh. He only has 2 finals.
Bro, that's like me going against preschoolers. I'm averaging that.
Preschooler.
You don't think so?
I mean, yeah, but you just compare like grown men to preschoolers.
That's what I'm comparing. I might as well.
Like this, some of those guys are like legends.
Bruh, their side gigs were plumbing,
Like what about like Jerry
carpeting,
West?
freaking,
Building
I don't
fences.
know, building fences.
Hey, Will,
gardeners.
You need that fence built after the game? Oh yeah, sure. Come on
Pretty
over.
much, yeah.
You
There
got
were
my,
doctors out there.
I got your mail for you, the mailman.
They only played because they were tall.
Yeah, and they were like in the war on the weekends.
You say the war?
Yeah. No, like Elgin Baylor, he'd only be able to play
nah.
on weekends because he was in the war, bruh.
That's wild.
Bro, didn't like Bruce Jenner get drafted?
Dude was shooting the wrong
What?
things. What?
Bruce
Bruce
Jenner.
Jenner, yeah, he got drafted.
He got drafted just
Wait,
because he
you
was
mean
athletic.
Caitlin?
He.
I mean Bruce.
Oh, okay, he's in your top 10. He. I
hell
gotta
no.
stop. Go.
She didn't play a game.
I know, but you said Bruce, and you just said.
But it was
who's
Bruce
your
who got
five?
drafted.
Who's your
It's not
five?
Caitlin
Or
who
what are we
got
on,
drafted.
4?
Go to 4. Go.
Oh,
Go.
four.
Go.
Oh, hold up. I got pulled up real quick. 4, Magic, of course.
Man,
You know, accolades, skill set, 6'9", point guard. What else could he do? You know,
Everything.
I
can
mean,
do everything.
shot. He can really shoot, but he didn't have to.
He
shoot.
didn't need to shoot.
Yeah, he didn't need to shoot. Flashy pass.
Didn't the year he got drafted? That's when they introduced the 3-point line, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but
They averaged probably like 1-3 a game, but yeah, he was
Mhm.
revolutionary. Now people would be like, oh, like Steph's not a actual point guard. They're talking
Mhm.
about Magic. He probably created that,
I mean, I take Curry over Magic any time of the day.
but
know?
you didn't in the list.
I'm talking about greatest of all time. This is greatest. This is not like best.
Okay, but
Talent wise, Curry's definitely over Magic, in my opinion.
Then why'd you?
I mean,
put
we
Magic?
didn't see like full games.
Because Magic got more accolades, you know.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but imagine like Magic's playing Game 6 against Philadelphia. We watch it live. He's like going crazy. we'd have like the same.
I mean, I guess, but I'm not.
Yeah,
Wasn't born during that time. I
yeah.
never saw him play, but
Yeah.
when I see the clips of him flashy passing all the
That
way down the
man's
court,
vision was different. Like
I
nobody
don't
got
know.
his vision.
I'm just not taking
Nobody
that
got
over
vision
the
like
greatest
Magic.
shooter of all time, in my opinion.
I mean, that's a different list for a different time. And
Mhm.
plus, Curry probably still has like 5 years left,
Mhm.
so he could probably be better. So
What's
My
your 4?
My 4 is gonna be Kareem, the Dream,
W. I mean,
at number 4.
he was dominant, man.
Dominant, 7-foot monster.
7 foot. That's who I have at 3. He averaged. Some people could. I can
Wait, you have him at 3 or 4?
4.
Okay, you have him at 3.
have him at 3.
I have him at 3.
What do you like with your coffee?
What does that mean?
Kareem.
What? Okay, that I don't like that
joke. W joke, man, on the spot.
But
So,
we might as well all talk about Kareem. We're all in the same boat.
Mine's 4. You guys have him at 3? Both of you?
yeah.
Yeah.
my
So-
3. Then my 3. Are we going my 3? Because that was my 4.
Well, let's talk about Kareem real fast.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was watching, like, looking up his accolades. This man could be the GOAT easily.
Yeah,
Easily.
definitely.
The most MVPs ever. He has 6. He averaged 25, 11, and 4. He's a 19-time All-Star.
Damn.
Most unguardable shot.
6-time champion. He's only a 2-time Final MVP, which that's probably the only thing you can kind of knock him on.
Who were the rest to Magic?
I mean,
Or was one of them to someone else?
James Worthy won one
Mm,
in the
yeah.
80s. He won one with the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he won
Oh,
the
yeah.
Finals MVP, not Oscar Robertson. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 6 championships, 6
It's
MVPs,
ridiculous.
19-time All-Star. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and he averaged 25, 11, and 4. I mean, that's pretty crazy in my opinion. So you have 3, Kareem 2.
Yep, Kareem as well.
I mean, yeah, most unguardable shot. He probably
Goggles.
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 Probably didn't shoot 1 3 his whole career, and he has the most points all time.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
I actually looked up if he did shoot threes,
A
but
lot?
it was less than like 15% for like
Oh,
percentage wise.
Hmm.
So he definitely was not a shooter.
He was not shooting them, nah.
He didn't need to.
Yeah.
They couldn't guard him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he was old.
It's
He's
probably like heaves, like half-court heaves or his three-pointers,
Yeah.
too.
I'm surprised like no one else like tries the skyhook.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Nobody else has
one
that in
else,
their
like-
bag.
No one else got the touch,
Nobody
but
has that in their bag.
He's the only one that's like ever done it.
mm-hmm.
Like not even like
Yeah.
people after him like did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's probably hella hard to do. Like try to do that at the park. It's like,
I mean,
It's
obviously
it has
can't
to
do
be
that because I'm not a
perfect.
7-footer, but
but like even if you had like a preschooler on you and you did a hook shot from
Preschool.
like the free throw line,
Uh-huh.
it's not going in.
But, yeah.
yeah.
Like, he could do that from the free throw
Somehow
line.
he like finessed
I
it.
think people just don't use it because it's not really practical to like shoot like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
It's more like floater or just a regular hook or, you know.
yeah, jump.
any
hook or
other
something like
shot.
that. All right, so, all right,
Yeah, my 3 is going to be Magic at 3.
Mm-hmm.
W. I mean,
Definitely Magic.
some say Magic he definitely did make Kareem better. I mean, best passer to like the best scorer. That's
Mhm.
just. I mean, they could be the best duo ever too. But yeah.
Definitely in conversation for sure.
All right, so then at 2, people call this guy the GOAT. He was
Oh,
he
shit.
was the GOAT. I used to call him the GOAT, and I
2-3,
didn't like
2-3.
number 1, but it's Michael Jordan. I mean, like
Legend.
I used to be really into basketball. I'd be like, this guy's was crazy. No one's gonna be better than him. But
I mean,
eventually my mind changed.
this is really where the conversation starts for the
This is
list.
about to get good.
This is the only part that matters, honestly.
But like,
I just want to know why you have him over, or you have LeBron over him.
I don't have LeBron on my list. No, I'm just.
Oh,
kidding.
you're tripping.
I'm kidding.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I looked up, what was it, Skip Bayless and, what's his name?
Nick Wright,
No, not Skip. Is it Skip Bayless?
Stephen A. Skip,
Nah, it's
Shannon.
Shannon.
Okay.
It's Shannon
Shannon.
Skip, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I looked at their top 10 list, and I think Skip had LeBron at like 9.
Yeah, that guy's.
You know how crazy that is?
that guy's made a living off
Damn.
of hating on LeBron.
Yeah.
How crazy
At
is
least he
that?
put him in his top 10 at least.
Jordan, 36-5, 6-time champion, 14-time All-Star, 9-time All-Defensive, which I feel like is underrated.
That's free.
5-time MVP, just dominated the 90s. But with people said, like other players, I saw a thing on Twitter. Other players got rings in LeBron's era, but then it's like, well, you act like Jordan, like won from 1984 to 2003. Like he only won 6 rings. He played 14 years or 15 years, something like that. I mean, just got to hold him accountable. They throw those Wizards years away. They throw the early years away. It wasn't all championships the whole time, in my opinion, or not in my opinion. It's a fact. But Jordan at 2, respect to Jordan.
Correct.
But
he can definitely be a GOAT.
my list, as you can see on my phone, I have LeBron at 2.
Oh God.
And the reason why I don't have him over Jordan, right?
Okay.
Accolades. Jordan leads him in pretty much every stat, which is crazy. Yeah. Undefeated finals runs, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's respect.
He changed the game. 23, got the shoes, you know. And LeBron's at 2, above everybody else pretty much.
Can
Just
LeBron get there?
No. Anyway.
What? I feel like on like Xbox, you said LeBron's 1. You've said this before.
I changed it. I changed it today, actually.
Oh.
I was thinking about it. No.
He changed it today.
No. The reason
right now.
The reason I don't have him is in this order is because this is greatest. We're talking about greatest.
Yeah, he's all around.
Jordan has the greatest resume, one of the greatest resumes, and he has the talent behind it over LeBron.
But LeBron had harder competition.
Jordan had hard competition too.
Not harder than LeBron.
I mean, you can say that. You can argue that all day.
Yeah, we can just go
But
on.
at the end of the day, Jordan has accomplished more than LeBron in the NBA in fewer years. You know.
I mean, I guess, but whose fault's that?
So I'm just saying.
I mean, LeBron's gonna.
We're talking about NBA player, greatest NBA player.
Okay, LeBron's gonna end with more points, assists, rebounds.
It's just because he's played longer. That's it.
Okay, whatever, man.
Is that
He's
really
a better shooter?
Is that why you
inside
have
and outside?
That's not true.
He is. He has better
That's not
percentage.
I disagree.
Inside and outside.
Nah.
Probably not free throw.
Not for,
That's not.
this man can't even shoot free throws, and he's a second. Or you have him at number 1, right?
LeBron? Yeah.
This man can't even shoot free throws, bro.
So I don't care. Jordan's a gambling
Bro, look at
addict.
that. Look at that finals record, 4-6.
Jordan's
Come on,
a gambling addict.
I don't care.
So?
What do I gotta do with basketball?
He's a winner.
Yeah, I guess. Plus,
I will say he doesn't know how to own a team. That's one thing.
Yeah,
that should just stay in his legacy.
You don't want to spend no money. That's what it is.
All right.
Man don't know how to run the Hornets.
Nick, break the tie.
My 2 is definitely Braun.
Facts.
Definitely Braun.
Facts.
It's respect, though. It's
Definitely
respect. So shout out to LeBron. That's who I got at 1. That's my GOAT. Like, I used to be a big LeBron hater when it was Kobe, LeBron, but I mean, that 2016 championship, then I saw him get ganged up on by the Warriors. Then someone would say
that's the only way he's even in this conversation, just from 2016.
only way.
That's the only reason why he's in. If he
'Cause
loses that finals, he's not in this conversation
that's
whatsoever.
Probably the most impressive ring ever. What is it not? 73-9, down 3-1, comes back.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with
Leads
that.
every category. I mean, even like you were saying, LeBron's 2. That's like not a knock. Like you're a
It's
LeBron.
really
you like
not.
LeBron, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I have him over Jordan as a better player.
As a all around player.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan.
No, LeBron.
Yeah. I mean, everybody would.
But
say
I'm talking
that.
about greatest. Greatest. I feel like that.
It's like a
more accolade
combined thing,
Yeah.
stats and accolades and stuff. So
I remember I saw this graphic. It was like a Hall of Fame career between Jordan and LeBron, like accolades wise, and the picture was KD. KD is the one that took all those awards away from LeBron.
yeah, he did.
To like tie MJ pretty much.
I mean, and there's like some debate. Like LeBron should, I think he should have more MVPs. But I mean, that's
but also,
just,
what Jordan's like a 10-time scoring champion. You know how impressive that is?
That's pretty impressive. I mean, it's a 14-time All-Star. LeBron's 18, still going. Jordan's 11-time All-NBA. LeBron's 18-time All-NBA.
Just because he's played longer, but yeah.
I mean, Jordan played like 15 years. What happened to the other 4 years?
He fell off a little bit, all right?
I mean, 4-time Final MVP.
But you can't. One thing you can't argue is LeBron's peak was higher than Jordan's.
You can't argue? Why not?
You really can't.
When this man's averaging triple doubles in the finals and shit.
Those two individual dynasties, pretty much for Jordan, is
What?
greater than LeBron's peak ever.
3 peats.
I don't know.
the way he was performing and the results,
And
nothing beats
it was
that.
an easier time, but
Nothing beats that.
I don't know. I have
In my
LeBron at
opinion.
1. I mean, and he saved the Lakers, so that's probably another reason he got us a ring.
Mm-hmm.
3 teams, 3 different. 3 rings, 3 different teams. Shout out to LeBron. So you have. You already said you have Jordan at 1. You got Jordan at 1.
You're at MJ number 1.
Shout out
Jordan.
I mean, he's good,
Jump man.
but I mean, and LeBron's still going. I think. I don't know what he did for the Lakers. I've pretty much seen his whole career, and I just think he's had the most pressure, and he's exceeded it.
Yeah, he's had a lot of pressure his whole
But-
life.
I mean, that's what the podcast is for, just coming on here and debating. I'm just going to give you guys a thing on what my brother said. He had Curry at 5.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Who do you have
Yeah, 7.
below him?
Below, like, at 4?
No, as in 6.
Kobe was behind him.
Oh shit.
Shaq, Duncan.
Are you serious?
He had Curry
He
at
don't know
5.
ball. He don't know ball.
And he definitely had Jordan at 1. He used to be a big LeBron guy, but he just,
I'm assuming he has LeBron at 2 if that's the case, right?
yeah, he has LeBron at 2.
Okay.
But I mean, you say he doesn't know ball, but he definitely probably knows more than he might know more than us. But he's probably just recency bias on Curry. He's a Curry fan, so
I mean, he probably knows everything else, but Curry at 5, that's like blasphemy, I think.
yeah, that means like if he wins another ring, Curry's the GOAT in his opinion.
Yeah, he might be the GOAT. That might be just the Warriors bias, you know.
But I'll ask him about
I mean,
that.
I respect it. That's a different take.
Yeah, that's that's definitely a hot take. It would have been crazy on this podcast.
Just definitely don't agree with that whatsoever. I don't even see even like a argument for him to be there.
So we did our top 10. I have one last question. Nick already had 3 current players in the top 10. Like for you or for me, like
I have more than 3 now. Giannis, KD,
I have 2.
Curry, LeBron.
You had 2?
Yeah,
Who?
it's just LeBron and Curry.
Fuck. I mean, I forgot about LeBron, but do you think any current players can get to this 10?
Oh shit!
Like I think KD's at like on mine. He's probably like 13 or
Are
12.
we counting him? Because he's already there. Like, are we counting that?
Yeah. Because what if he doesn't win anything else?
That's true. Yeah.
And
I mean, obviously, it had to be
for me,
Durant.
there's a
Probably,
good chance
yeah.
he doesn't win anything else.
Durant.
For me,
And like
yeah.
before, like this playoffs, I probably had Durant over Curry.
Same. Actually,
Yeah.
same. I'm not
Curry
gonna
had
lie.
a 6-spot jump in my opinion, but then like he said, I mean Giannis. I
It
think
would just have to be him or Giannis. Really, that's the
KD
only
and
one that makes
Giannis.
sense.
Yeah, I mean Giannis, he's already probably top 30 in my opinion. He's
Yeah.
there. It's his to
I don't know.
lose.
This might be a hot take. Jokic might be there.
I don't think he'll
He
win.
needs some,
I don't think he'll
he
win.
needs
There's a
better
chance.
teammates.
There's a
I mean,
chance.
I feel like, Wilt had 2 rings.
Jokic is
That's
so
the least
good.
amount of rings in mine. I mean, Bird had 3, but
Like, I don't know the comparison between him at this age compared to all these other greats
he needs
at
to
this
win.
age. Like, I don't know the.
That's the bottom line. You need to
What
win.
they had.
You need to at least have 3 rings, in my opinion, to be on this list.
Usually, he has someone with 2.
Wilt, but he averaged 30 and 23.
And he scored 100.
And, I mean, he was just...
You telling me that man only had 2 rings in that weak era?
He was yeah, I mean,
That's actually sad.
he was- putting up 50 in the regular season, probably not sleeping on some sort of
Probably,
drugs.
yeah, with women every night.
He was going crazy on and off the court. Respect to him. R.I.P. to Wilt. But,
I have another question, actually.
okay,
Since
last question.
stemming off of your last question,
Okay.
what about young players? Not top 10, maybe like
What about players that
That
are
can
like
maybe top
30.
30.
I mean,
young players?
I'd hope Jalen. That's the one.
Jalen will be
Mhm.
I
tight.
hope that's like once LeBron retires, I'm gonna be a Laker fan, but Jalen, I'm watching him
Mhm.
every step. And
Probably maybe Tatum.
Tatum. I mean,
Maybe not top 30. Let's go top 50.
it would have been a big jump if
If
Tatum would have won this
it
year.
would have been huge.
That would have been a huge.
He wouldn't be
jump.
top 75 though.
No, but
not
he'd
top
be-
75.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what made AD.
But
He'd be like one of the
You're
top
also
players
assuming
right
that he would
now,
win
though.
Finals MVP, which
Yeah.
that's in question.
I mean, that's what like made AD top 75. He got a ring.
That shit just does not make sense to me. Him being there.
over Dame.
He is a freak.
I mean, over Dame, of course,
Yeah.
yeah, but Dwight Howard not making it.
Yeah,
that just
Dwight
did
should
not
have been
make
on there
sense.
over Dame. AD, he deserves to be on there in my opinion, but that's another.
But
topic.
also, what about the other two Warriors? Are they top 75 now?
yes,
What?
Draymond and
Dre?
Clay. They got.
Corey.
I mean,
You think
the
both?
next one's the top 100. They'll both be on the list. Probably Iggy will be
Yeah.
on the list too. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're on.
You said Iggy?
I don't know about
That's
you.
20,
Nah.
that's 25 more players.
Nah, not Iggy.
You think in 25 years? I mean,
Oh, the next
there's gonna be
25?
some. Hall
There's
of
gonna be a
Famers,
lot of-
like some.
Someone drafted in
Jokic will be on
2030
it. Yeah, yeah.
might
so,
make it.
Anything else? We covered. I mean, it's been like an hour.
It's been an hour.
Yeah, having fun, huh? Just talking.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
All right, so thank you guys for coming on.
Mhm.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.
It's
Yep.
fire, yeah.
Draft Thursday. I don't know if we'll do a mock draft or just like a
What's
after the draft.
NFL draft? Our
No,
draft?
NBA draft
Oh.
on Thursday.
Oh, yeah,
But yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Like,
Ready for football to start.
yeah.
I'm winning
Mhm.
the chip this year. My name's on that trophy
Fantasy
after this
football.
year.
I mean, speaking about chips, the chips tier list
Oh,
on the way.
that one's going to be fire.
Gotta
Mhm.
get Smid on here. Christian.
Was Roman there today?
Marcus.
Roman didn't go
No,
today?
he didn't go today.
You get enough mics for all those people, or
I mean,
you just mean different? Pods?
eventually I
Throw it
gotta.
on a camera.
I gotta get some other gadgets and stuff, but yeah,
This is a cool setup right here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I
this is
appreciate it.
Mhm.
Nice.
Were you expecting this?
I really
Me
was
to-
not.
Me to be this prepared?
I like this.
I
Table
bought this
cover.
table. I bought this recorder, these mics,
Mhm.
these headphones,
Mhm.
everything, man. Wanted to do this. I mean, like a month ago, I just said, "You guys want to start a podcast?" You said
Mhm.
no originally.
Yep.
Nick said, "Yeah." I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna just fucking start a podcast."
And then it came up with the name. I remember that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're not gonna talk about the first name.
We had a lot of names thrown out there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the extra pass. I mean, episode 2. Thank you guys for
EP.
listening on SoundCloud, and I gotta get it on Apple Music and Spotify, but now it's just on SoundCloud and YouTube. Thanks for the support on the first episode, and thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of the Extra Pass podcast. Peace.
We out.